Hello guys, and welcome to another little series on the channel. We will be testing some of the cars in iRacing, and I will give you my opinion, my little review on what I think of the car. So basically give you an idea of whether the car will be right for you or not, if it's a paid content car. I'll give you my insight and my experience on some of the cars that I have driven before. The ones that I haven't really driven a lot of, I'll just give you the opinion that I get from the few laps that I'm doing with the cars on this track. The track we'll be testing the cars at will be the Circuit of Zolder, and I will basically talk about the car a little bit while I'm doing the first few laps, and yeah, pretty much the last lap I should be quiet and hopefully concentrating on setting a decent lap time, so we can also compare what times the slow cars are doing compared to the faster cars, and kind of what order they should be put in pace wise. Of course, I will only do a couple of laps, a handful of laps on the baseline setup, and that will be it. So I'm not doing any practice prior to recording, and I'm also not gonna be doing like 10-12 laps to try and see how fast I can actually go. No, it's to give you a base idea of speed comparison between the cars, the fastest lap anyway. But to start off, we're jumping in with the Solstice. What do you need to know about this car? It's free content. It should be the rookie car, but it isn't. Well, it should be. Not too sure about that. But basically, it's the easiest car on the service. It's a very slow car, as you can see. It's very underpowered. Doesn't really have any oversteer moments. Neither does it have understeer. It's just a slow car. It doesn't mean that it's a shit car, because there is quite a few decent drivers racing the Solstice, mostly for fun, I would think, and they do tend to go really fast in them, so it's definitely a car that can be taken around the track fairly fast, but of course it lacks horsepower, so it is what it is. It does step out if you go over a curb really aggressively, like I sometimes tend to do. But apart from that, yeah, there's no difficulty in driving this car. Setup wise, there's not a lot to change on this car. On the top of my head, I can't actually say what you can change. But let's just say there's not a lot to change. I expect this to be the slowest car that I'll be driving around the track, but it might prove me wrong. No idea. It's got no traction control and no ABS, but in all fairness, it doesn't need it. It's a really well balanced car and can be a great laugh for a fun session. I won't be testing the rookie cars in iRacing. So basically there's a Pontiac Solstice rookie, there's a couple of other cars that have the rookie tag. They are basically the same car, but even less power, so I don't think it's worth it. Don't know if I mentioned why I took the Circuit of Zolder to do these laps at. Is because the track is my home track. I've been here many times in real life, and I believe it gives me the best, highest or the best chance to show off the cars and its capabilities. It's a pretty challenging track when you drive it with a fast car, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll just have to do it. Seeing that I'm struggling to talk about a whole lot more about this car, I think next lap is gonna be the final one, the one that gonna have to be put down as my fast lap, unless if I screw up I'll do one more. I'll try and give that a try and make it a little bit of the rules of the series. If the one fast lap doesn't work, we'll do another one, and that completely messed up. Ballsed up that exit. So I'll let you enjoy the fast lap, hopefully. I'll take it back. This is not going to be a fast lap, so yeah, bad entry to the last chicane and then a bad turn 2. That gives me an opportunity to talk about one more thing that came up in my mind, and that is the production car challenge. I believe that's where this car is currently sitting in as of season 3 2017 on iRacing. It's a series that includes the Pontiac Solstice and Mazda MX-5. They'll share the track in a multi-class competition. It's a quite fun little series. Usually goes to pretty good tracks. So definitely give it a go if you're new. Seeing that there's not a lot to set up about the car, if you prepare well for a race, I think you should find yourself a partner to race against and have some really close racing. That's one thing that the car does allow. Set myself up for a good lap now. Right, let's do it. Okay, so that's it. I won 56.333. That will be the final lap in the Solstice. I will thank you all for watching and hope you liked this episode, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.